Welcome back, everyone. We're about to come up on another kind of bad allergy season. And we want to talk about how especially that affects our kids.
Some things you should be doing to obviously help yourself with that situation. So we've got the ear, nose, and throat PA over at Catalyst. Taylor Fontaine is joining us this morning. And we just got out of a bad allergy season. We're coming into one. What can people be doing to hopefully help mitigate some of that?
Yeah, so one of the main things is just kind of identifying what are allergy symptoms. And so a lot of people think that maybe they have a lot of sinus infections, when in fact it might not always necessarily be an infection. It could be kind of like an allergy flare. And so if you have nasal congestion, runny nose, kind of pressure in the face, headaches, things like that, certainly can be allergies. Obviously the common symptoms are itchy eyes, itchy nose, and sneezing, things like that. And so if you're worried about those things, obviously we can kind of help diagnose you and put you in on the right medicines and kind of give you the tools to get through the season.
It seems like we don't really get much of a break. We talk about once the snow melts and it's like the bad springtime allergies, and now we know harvest is just around the corner. How does it change from season to season?
Yeah, it all depends on what you're allergic to, and there are allergens, hundreds or thousands of allergens out there, and so some people are lucky enough where they might only get allergy symptoms during a season or for a couple weeks during the year. There's some people that have allergies, symptoms throughout the entire year. So yeah, there's molds. We're coming up on more of like the ragweed harvest seasons, things like that. And so, yeah, you can have allergies at any season.
How about kids specifically? I know adults, I mean, we deal with allergies and we still need to see you, but sometimes kids, we think, well, it's just the common cold. But I feel like more kids are dealing with allergies than maybe we thought in the past.
Yeah, very good point. So if you notice that your kid is just chronically congested, chronically having a runny nose, or recurrent infections, it's possible that they could, have an immune system that isn't working the best, but it's very possible that they could also be having allergy symptoms that are just always there. So something in your home, something that you're ingesting, or an environmental allergy. So, yeah.
So what's the process? If let's say I brought my daughter in, she's having some allergic reaction to something, do you take some blood and figure it out? Or how do you figure out what she's allergic to?
If we decide that we want to test for allergies, it depends on the age. If they're young enough, then we can't really do our skin testing, and so we would then do a blood draw. But when you come in, we would determine if it's allergy symptoms, and then we'd figure out, do we need to just work on treating the allergies, or do we actually need to test for allergies? And the benefit of testing for allergies is, in some scenarios, we can actually do what's called immunotherapy, which is the potential cure for allergies, where a lot of the medicines that we use just try to kind of fix the symptoms and make you feel better.
Or mask the symptoms.
Exactly.
Don't want that. I know recently I've had my daughters have kind of, the bags under their eyes. I thought, well, maybe they're just tired, and someone told me they could be suffering from allergies. Sometimes it's not even the obvious sneezing.
Right, yeah. So some people can have skin presentation, and so we call those allergic shiners, which is kind of like the dark circles under the eyes. Sometimes they're blue, but obviously other skin symptoms, you can have skin rashes and things like that as well. Itchy skin. Those all potentially could be allergy symptoms.
Anything else you want to add?
We have really good access at Catalyst, but we've started implementing something newer called Catalyst Now, and that's we have walk-in hours. So we always do our best to try and fit people in as quick as we can, but we've actually implemented hours during the day where people can just walk in for their ENT symptoms, allergy symptoms, dermatology. We have a Catalyst too, and so we've kind of tried to get our access even better for people that have the acute symptoms, so they can just walk on in. So.
Convenience is key these days. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in
Thank you
today.
for having me.